What's good, everybody? It's your boy 5 Wars Deke. We are getting ready for the Super Bowl. The Atlanta Falcons have made it to Super Bowl 39, taking down the Seattle Seahawks, and they will play the Indianapolis Colts. This is just a preview, okay? This ain't the game. The game, we're going to do it big. The game is going to come out Thursday, I believe. No. Wednesday. My bad. I'm getting my days mixed up. I'm recording this on a Tuesday, and on Wednesday, June 2nd, 7 p.m., we're going to do it big. It's going to be a live premiere. Super Bowl 39 between the Falcons and the Indianapolis Colts. So what we're going to do is, if you got the time, if you're available, I don't know if everybody's going to be off work or not. I know I think I will be off work, actually. We're going to watch the game together, okay? We're going to watch it live together. You can make your live comments, and of course, it'll be available forever after that. But if you want to see it live, you can. So if you're watching this video Wednesday morning, come on back tonight and watch the Super Bowl. All right? So right now we're going to preview both teams and exactly what they're bringing to the table. We kind of know the Falcons pretty well, but we're going to go over some things about them later on. We're going to start with the Indianapolis Colts. So the Colts finished the season 12-4, but what's so interesting about this team is they started the season 0-3. They lost to the Patriots, the Titans, and the Packers. Very interesting. I think all these teams made the playoffs. I'm pretty sure they all made the playoffs. But that's so interesting. So they went into the bye week 2-5, beating the Jags and the Raiders. After the bye week, they beat the Jacksonville Jaguars again. They beat Kansas City, who we knew that was a very good team. They lost to Minnesota, and after that, they stopped losing. Everything after this is a W. They beat the Texans, the Bears, the Lions, the Titans, the Texans again, the Ravens, the Chargers, and the Broncos. And then they had the bye week, of course, because they were the number 2 seed, I believe. They beat the Ravens for the second time, and then went to New England and beat the number 1 seeded Patriots. So very, very hot team right now, I guess. It's a very hot team. You may have noticed this offense can score. They put up 59 on the Ravens in week 15, which is insane. This offense can really score. So we're really going to break that down in just a second. But if you're taking a look at some of the opponent scores, they give up some points now. They give up some points, okay? So let's see, 24, gave up 24, 22. They lost 13-10. They can also be held down. You know, I wish I had film of what the other teams did, but they give up some points now. All right? They can give up. Look, they gave up 45 to Minnesota. Gave up 45. Let's see. Gave up, scored 38 on the Lions. Gave up 25, 20, 14, 59-14 again. 24-17, 27. If they held Denver to 10, I don't remember how many points Denver scored on us because they beat us. And then they gave up 10 again. And then gave up 31 to the Patriots. That's the other part. They gave up 31 to the Patriots. That's what I'm looking at. Y'all done gave up 31 to the Patriots now. Okay? Statistically, they got the worst defense. That's all I'm going to say. They got the worst defense. In the regular season, Peyton Manning, 7-year pro, a 116.3 QB rating, completed 68% of his passes for 4,333 yards. I believe that led the league. He also is the MVP this season. He also did that in real life, by the way, just in case you want to know. 9 yards per attempt with 39 TDs and only 8 interceptions. Oh, he was dotting people up. he was dotting people up at a 97-yard I believe touchdown pass. He got sacked 39 times though? Uh-oh, okay. So it looks like you can get to Peyton. That offensive line ain't that solid up front. Okay. Edgerrin James led the Colts in rushing. He had 1,464 yards. And he also got 331 attempts. That's interesting. You had a near 1,500-yard rusher, and it looks like they had Peyton Manning over 4,000-yard pass. I'm wondering how many plays they ran. I'm trying to understand also how Peyton Manning has 35 attempts. Now, this may be because he's been taking a lot of knees. That may be it. Maybe he took, let me see, Well, you don't need to take 5 knees. You only need to take 3 knees. 3 knees per game. Which, if you were going to go up, 36 divided by 3 is 12. So, did he take... I don't think that man took 3 knees in 12 games. He did some scrambling. He did some scrambling. Marvin Harrison, just like in real life, Peyton Manning's favorite target, 1,261 yards, and he had that 97-yard completion. Reggie Wayne had a 95-yard completion. Dang, he had 873 yards on 50 catches. Marcus Pollard had a 70-yard completion. He finished with 487 yards on 46 catches. Look how Peyton has spread this ball around. Aaron Moorhead had 5 catches. Mungro, I think he's the backup running back, had 19 catches. Walters, 27 catches, 29 for Stokely. I mean, everybody get the ball. Everybody get the ball. Who had the most touchdowns? Marvin Harrison had 13 of them. 8 for Wayne, 1 for Pollard, 2 for James, 6 for Stokely. How about 7 for Walters? 7 tuds. Woo! I'm going to keep it a buck with you. This is why, I'm going to reveal it now. This is why the game plan is keep Peyton Manning off the field. All right, we got Reggie Wayne and Marvin Harrison going against D'Angelo Hall and Jason Webster. Not that they can't cover them. I believe they can. But I'd rather not have them tested throughout the day. I'd rather not deal with it. I'm going to just keep it a buck with you. I'd rather not deal with it. Okay? Because I remember when Tampa Bay came to the Dome, Keenan McCardell was tearing them up. I remember against the Giants, I forget who that was tearing them up. Was it Toomer? Somebody was tearing them boys up. And I was like, all right, we need to switch. Rod Smith tore him up. Ashley Lalee tore him up. This Marvin Harrison, Reggie Wayne. Yeah, we're going to have to do something about this. We're going to have to come up with a good game plan. And like I said, it's keep Peyton Manning off the field for as long as possible. The Colts defense had 3 players with over 100 tackles. Rob Morris, Gary Brackett, and Mike Doss all had at least 101 tackles. Oh, man. It may sound like the defense that good. Dwight Freeney had 10 sacks, which, all right, that's cool. Chad Bratsky had 7.5 sacks. You know, y'all, this is still the worst defense in the league statistically, okay? They have the #1 offense and the 32nd ranked defense, or 31st ranked defense. And we have the #1 defense with the 31st ranked offense statistically. But y'all know it don't matter. We know how to score anyway. We got Michael Vick. And yes, as a team, the Colts did lead the NFL in total yardage and passing yards. Did they lead the league in rushing yards? No. They were second to the Patriots. Total yards allowed by defense. Yeah, this is where there's an issue right here. The Colts allowed 6,105 yards on defense. They allowed over 4,000 passing yards. They allowed a good number of rushing yards too. Not the most though. Not the most in the NFL. The Colts scored the most points in the NFL. Obviously, we saw the numbers they put up, 481. I believe this is top 5, maybe top 3 in points allowed though. No, it is top 5. Yes, top 5 points allowed. Right? Wow. The Saints, Cardinals, Jags, Lions. I don't think any of those teams made the playoffs. So yeah, they have a really, really bad defense. Okay, interesting. That's interesting. I'm gonna keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Now, as for the playoffs, Michael Vick, an 83.3 quarterback rating, 12 of 26, 46% completion percentage, 187 yards, 1 passing touchdown, but he didn't throw no picks. He did not throw a pick. Rushing wise, 116 yards for TJ Duckett on 28 attempts. Michael Vick, 81 yards, 6.7 yards per scramble. I love that. We gave Griffith the ball a lot. It was 2nd and 1, 3rd and 1, whatever. We gave him the ball. I mean, that's just smash mouth football. That's how we gonna do things here. And then Duckett, Vick, and Griffith all with a touchdown. Peerless Price, 7 catches, 121 yards in the playoffs, average of 17.3. I don't think who caught the touchdown? Dunn did on a screen pass. That's right. So Fenneran's got 28 yards on 2 catches. Des White, 2 catches, 30 yards. And then Dunn has the 1 catch and the only receiving touchdown for the Falcons. Just looked it up. The 1991 Eagles in real life are known as the best single-season defense in league history because they gave up a total of 3,549 yards over a 16-game season. The Falcons in 16 games in this reality gave up 3,200 flat. That is an NFL record. So this is actually the best defense in NFL history to this point. I'm very surprised by that because y'all remember the beginning of the season, man. Y'all, if you've been watching, you know the beginning of the season, this defense was not that good. And I kept saying we need to build this defense. We need to build this defense. They for some reason have just gelled. For some reason they figured it out. It's part of the ebbs and flows of a season. I don't know. I really can't explain it. It just started to happen. And I really think it all started, I wouldn't even say the interception by Jason Webster against the Giants. I would say the interception by Jason Webster against the Buccaneers when we won that game 7-3. 7-3. I mean, they held Tampa Bay to 3 points, took the division lead back, and it was just like a new team. And as I was just talking about it, just a quick look at the Atlanta Falcons full season. Started the year undefeated, okay? Had a last-second field goal to beat the Niners in week 1. Came back against the Rams. Remember, the defense held the Rams. We were down. It was 17-14. Had we given up a touchdown in the red zone, we'd have lost. Got to stop. Forced the Rams to kick a field goal. I believe it was Dez White. I think it was Dez White who scored the game-winning touchdown. We won 21-20. Beat down on the Cardinals, 3-0. Took care of business against the Panthers, 17-3. So 4-0. 5-0 against the Lions. Beat down on them. Held LaDainian Tomlinson to 0 rushing yards. Beat up on the Chargers, 28-7. And then boom. Then we just hit this dry spell. I don't know what happened. 21-14 loss to Kansas City. 17-13 loss to Denver. Bye week, I'm thinking, oh, we going to bounce back. Tampa Bay comes to the Georgia Dome and takes the NFC South from us. Lose 28-21. The difference in that game being, I think Vic threw 3 picks, and then they took a kickoff all the way for a touchdown in the second half. Right when we were about to make a comeback, they just took a kickoff all the way. Couldn't believe it. Had a huge win against the Giants. Huge win against the Giants on the road. We talked about that. That was some of our favorite moments of the season. That was one of them right there. We clapped the Saints. 42-0. Dez White had 3 touchdowns in the first half. 42-0. I love this game. I love that game. I watch it back sometimes. I ain't even gonna lie. Took it back in blood. Took the NFC South back in blood from the Buccaneers 7-3. Thank you, Jason Webster. Then we lost that game to the Raiders at the 1-yard line. For some reason, they said Michael Vick didn't score. I don't know how. Michael Vick didn't score from the goal line. I don't believe that at all. It was whatever. It was whatever. We held the ball for the entire fourth quarter in the rematch with the Panthers because I think this game we were up 19-3. They score a touchdown, go for 2, and get it. I think they kicked it deep. Yeah, they did. They kicked it deep, and I said that was the worst mistake y'all have ever made because we held the ball for the entire fourth quarter, and that was it. Carolina never saw it again. And then we went to New Orleans, beat up on them again. It should have been 20-0. Gave up a stupid touchdown to them in the second half. Got the number 1 seed secured in Seattle, 17-10. Michael Vick with the game-winning touchdown there. Bye week in the wild card. Tampa Bay comes back to the Dome, handle business 10-7. One of the best defensive performances I have ever seen against a good team. Okay, the one against the Saints, yeah, sure, but Saints kind of did it to themselves. Saints did it to themselves. So this was one of the best defensive performances I've ever seen until the NFC Championship because we hurt them Seahawks. We hurt them. We gave up a field goal on the first possession, and after that, we were like, all right, y'all done. That was it. The Seahawks got nothing out of that. It was hilarious. And Hasselbeck kept throwing picks, just like I said he would. In Seattle, it was raining, so it was like the ball was wet. But in the Dome, controlled environment, I said, bro, you're going to throw about 3-4 picks. And sure enough, that's exactly what he did. So there you go. And now, Super Bowl. 14-4 against 14-4 is going to be the Colts. and the Falcons Super Bowl 39. All right? Can't wait, man. Like I said, Wednesday night, June 2nd, 7 p.m. That's the live premiere. Watch it with me. You can watch it with me, or if you missed it, it's all good. Watch the whole game afterwards. All right? It's your boy 5 Wars D. One love.